So we move on to Game 2, Round 2 of the Bristol tournament held on the 11th of October 2014 at Excelsior Games. Myself once more now on the left playing Quetzal, and Seb from Oxford on the right playing dirty NEH. And who would blame him? After all, I am running NEH myself, so I can't really begrudge him too much. So having spanked him quite thoroughly with AstroScript, I'm expecting more of the same here against myself, hoping here for the early doors Siphon / early doors Medium, both of which are hugely important, I feel, against NEH. And obviously with Quetzal's ability, you can hopefully negate a lot of the end the run ice, i.e. The Eli's, or at least make them less effective, as well as the wraparounds. So you're seeing a lot more dead ice in hand against Quetzal, and that's what I'm hoping here. Just put a lot of pressure on all the servers. I don't mind running into pop-up windows too much. I'm never going to worry about the economy game. I'm going to play Data Sucker and a Dirty Laundry against R&D. Sorry, against Archives even. Yep, should have done it against R&D anyway, but never mind. I'll run, I'll access, and I'll see something. And I'll get another Data Sucker for the privilege. And I'll run HQ last click and see a Data Pike, which is always an interesting one. So it's kind of, instead of running Enigmas, he's gone for the Data Pikes, and immediately makes you think, interesting, what are we going for here? So he's taken another 2 credits off me. At least I managed to get the Dirty Laundry off successfully. And we'll see how it looks like. There we go, in hand he indeed does have the Scorched Earth. So obviously I don't know that at this stage, although I may have seen it something off the top of R&D. Can't quite recall, as I remember my access on R&D was something like seeing a sea source or something along those lines, and so you begin to get a feel for the deck and know what it is you're up against. Though, as you can see from his hand, it's still very much looking to score out as well with Sands. He's got a hedge fund there, which is ideal, so he'll install and draw. Seeing a Jackson Howard, he will hedge fund and take all the monies in the world. And he's definitely got a Scorch there. He's ready to go. So again, it could be mid-seasons. I do have to be careful here scoring agendas, particularly agendas like NAPD, which can be utterly lethal. You could pretty much lay them out with complete impunity and cause real issues. So I'll see with Sands. I don't have the money to trash it, so I'll leave it. Do I take a credit and trash it here, or do I just kind of go for it? It's an interesting one. I'm going to play medium instead. Not sure about this play. Probably a good option. Not sure, but I'm happy to have a look at one card and then continue to look at more the next turn, and then take a credit last click. So it's just going to cost me a credit each time to get through the pop-up window. I could potentially just look at and see lots of cards. He's going to res the Sands, always a bad sign, and score out presumably the AstroScript, indeed, and there it is, the Astro, and there goes my phone. So indeed, we've got a res Sands now, we've got a scored Astro, but I do have the medium, and I want to make it count, so we're going to run, we're going to see 2 cards, we're going to score the other Astro, brilliant, and we're going to leave the other cards, so that was worthwhile in and of itself. If I can stop him now from seeing any other agendas off the top of R&D, it doesn't matter if he has a scored Sands and a scored Astro, as long as he doesn't get a fast track in hand. If he gets the fast track, then suddenly it's more of an issue, but for the time being, we're all good. So again, we've got 3 tokens on the medium, loads of Data Sucker tokens. It's only costing me 1 credit to go through and access, and I've already got 1 Astro off the board. If I can get the other Astro, so much the better. He's going to draw through it. It's probably a good thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I've seen the sea source now, definitely, over that medium run, and I was expecting a mid-seasons to swiftly come my way at this stage, but this is, at this point, an interesting now. Drawing through with Jackson, does that make you even more vulnerable to medium? Is I think the question, and I think that's I'm not sure about the play. Drawing off all the cards I've seen, I'm never ever going to complain about, and I have the potential here to go in and score 4 points off R&D quite comfortably. Accessing 4 cards, I could easily see 2 agendas. He's going to draw again, taking another piece of ice off the top, and you've got to think he's got to be worried now. He wants to get that toll booth on R&D, I would imagine, as soon as humanly possible, because otherwise he's going to find himself in something of a quandary. And as it is, though, I'm quite happy to pay 1 for the time being and access 4 cards And we'll see what I see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will score a Beal there for the end. So, about right. I'll take a credit. And do I go again here, or do I just stay put? I think I'm just going to take 2 credits and pass the turn. I think I probably should have gone again there. I'm seeing another 2 cards. I think I probably made a mistake by just building up money. And anyway, I've got a knight in hand, so I've got another way of getting into R&D relatively cheaply, and I think that might be why I took the credits. It's so that I had further plays in the next round. But again, I kind of feel there like just want to see as many cards as possible. But I'm 4 points. He still has the scored Astro and the scored Sansan, but I'm preventing any agendas from finding their way into his hand. And so he has to solidify and secure R&D now at this stage, or he knows the game is well and truly done. And there we go, that is the toll booth. So I'll pay the 3, unfortunately, and bounce off that. And so now I've got issues. I think this is the stage where we inquire about the parasite timings, and indeed if you install the parasite and run, you still have to pay the 3 credits before you can play the parasite effectively. So I'm just going to take the 2 credits before you can kill it effectively. So I've got lots of data sucker tokens, and I think at this stage he's going to be tempted to just kind of clear virus tokens, but he's not going to. He's going to resin marked accounts and put 3 on it. He's got a data raven there in hand, probably trying to look to encourage me to take some tags, and he's going to, I think, just take 2 credits. So I will draw. Obviously I don't have a parasite in hand, and you've got to feel that a virus counter clear is coming. I take a credit here. I think I have seen a parasite now. Yeah, there it is on top. And I think at that point this is where we ask for the ruling, or something we probably should know, because it's one of those quite common occurrences. With 5 data sucker tokens on the board, it'd be very much worth using if I can, but obviously I need an extra 3 credits, and I'm a little bit shy on the credit front. So we're just waiting there just to make sure that we are right and correct. And I'm fully expecting a purge of virus counters to come next turn, even if I do install the parasite here. He's got a snare in hand, which is, again, another surefire indicator that he's looking to kill me stone dead. But I will parasite the toll booth, and he will clear virus counters as expected. Which is fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. So he will, and now it's a question of what do I do next. I'm going to run archives and see another pop-up window. So that's fine. That means I can now start building up my data sucker tokens. I just need to get enough money. He will obviously use his Jackson Howard, having ditched a few agendas, I think, in hand. Maybe not. It looks like a wraparound, which he doesn't need. I'm not sure what else he's ditched there. I think it might be a snare he's ditched. Yep. Maybe. Not sure. Could be a sweep sweep. Or too good to be true, actually. I think he's debating here giving me the tag. Letting me steal the too good to be true, but that is a risk. I think he doesn't do it in the end. I think he decides against it. Because obviously the risk is that I can kind of go in and access the odd agenda somewhere else, and then, effectively the too good to be true would put me on match point. But a good place for it in archives. And yeah, in a way I'm surprised he didn't go in and stick it there, but he will gain his money from marked accounts. He will install, drawing a new card, seeing an NAPD contract. Obviously I've completely broken his R&D lock now at this stage as well. And again, he can pretty much put those NAPDs out with relative impunity here. Yeah, I don't think he's seen a mid-seasons yet. I'm not even sure if he's running them. I know he's ditched the sea source. It could be that he's just running sea sources. Looks like an Eli there going over the Sansan and install, which is the NAPD. So I've got no hope of stealing that. I'll run, and he will play a guard. So I've got no way of getting through that particularly at this stage. I could find maybe another parasite and wait. I'll go in and look see what else is there. There's another Jackson Howard, which I'll leave. So yeah, the guard is just going to protect and make that server a little bit more difficult to get into. He's going to obviously score that NAPD out, I would suggest. Or perhaps not, he may wait, because he's not too worried about it. I possibly should have gone in and taken it. I'm not sure if I have any ability to be able to do so. I think I've got a knight in hand. He will advance once. It's all about the money now at this point. Still got the snare in hand. I'm not particularly interested in running his hand. Not with the medium man on the board. And again, very much like the last runner game, I'm running here without any breakers whatsoever. Just endeavouring to try and get in. He's going to hedge fund and get in with her innate ability. And try and take advantage of all the porous ice that is there. So I will run archives. So I've got the means now to get into R&D. So I will run R&D, I will trash the toll booth, I'll pay 1 to get past the pop-up window, and I will see 1 card. And I just need to try and prevent him from scoring the winning agenda here. So I've now got the ability to hopefully be able to go in and do that. I probably should go again here. Just to make sure, but I'm going to take 2. Probably a mistake. He's going to ice up on R&D. I think that might be an Eli. Still has the NAPD very available to score. Sees another Scorched Earth, so he's got 2 Scorched Earths in hand. And he's going to be looking to tag and bag me fairly soon, I would imagine. He's going to advance the NAPD again and then pass the turn. And now I see the Data Ravens. So I know what he's doing. I've seen enough of his deck to know it, and I just don't care now. I kind of feel like I have to go in and see the winning agenda or I'm going to lose. I know he's got a seesaw, he's got a bucket load of money, and he's just drawn up into double Scorched anyway. So I kind of go, forget it, ignore tags, run. And I'm hoping here just to see enough agendas to win the game. They've certainly got to be in there, though I know that 2 of them are going to be NAPDs, and I don't have the ability to actually steal those. I'm not sure, maybe the better play perhaps would be to take the other NAPD. I'm playing the tag here, so I've just taken the 1 tag, run, and make sure that he can't scorch me at this stage. So I haven't gone for the run approach. I'm just going to wait and be a little bit patient. He is going to score out the Astro at this stage, score out the NAPD. He still has the scored Astro in hand. Not in hand. Scored Astro on the board. I will take the tag. I will. He's going to do the power counter thing. I think that's what we forgot to do it the first time round, which was the trace for him to get a power counter to put a tag on. So now, having realised that we forgot that, and he obviously definitely doing it that time round, now I know I've got no choice but just to take tags and run. He's going to Jackson Howard and put 3 cards back in to try and improve his agenda density, which is probably the right decision. But now he's got the ability to tag me on his turn, and we already know he's got 2 Scorched Earths in hand. I don't think I've got a Plascrete there. He's not going to do the Schrodinger's and have a look and see what he would have won. But let's see what happens. So I need to see 2 agendas here, and whether I do or not is going to be interesting. As Beale would have liked to seen that. Too good to be true. Oh, hang on. Let's do this in the right order. I think he's thinking he's HQ for a minute. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. No joy. So that's only the first click, though. I could go again. I could see 5 cards effectively, and I have to hope that the next 2 are agendas I can steal, i.e. the Beals, or are too good to be true. Because I'd have to take a credit and run, and then I could do it twice. So here we go. I'm going to go again, pay 1, let him have his Data Raven trace thingamajiggy bobbity. I don't really care at this stage, so we're going to look and see 1, 2, 3, 4, and see an Astro. And now it's squeaky bum time. So I get to see another 2 cards effectively. I'll take one, I'll run, and I'm hoping of the extra 2 cards I see here, one of them's an agenda. And unfortunately that's not the case, and sure enough, there goes the Smashdown. It's the triple Scorched Earth for the win. But it could have gone either way there, I think. It was very close. The power of medium against NEH is not to be understated. I could pretty much ignore the San and even the scored Astro in that instance, and just hope to score out for the win. And perhaps a little bit unfortunate not to do so, but he probably could have won the turn before anyway if we'd remembered the data Raven Trace regardless. So certainly deserved victory there for Seb, and an NEH smash either way, giving us a split, which I'm not unhappy with. So that gives me 6 prestige going into the next round, and that's not too shabby. So hopefully you'll join us there for round 3 of Swiss.